Is on MLB The Show's Game of the Week. It's the New York Yankees going up against the Kansas City Royals. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. And stepping in for the Yankees,
leading
number
off the
12.
afternoon for the Yankees, the center fielder, Jackson Chourio.
Pitch is in there. 3-2 now. And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. And it's off the wall. Safely into second. He's got a double.
He was all over that one. Put a great swing on that pitch to deep center field, and we knew it was going to be close, but just not quite enough. And I'm sure a few of his teammates might be yelling weight room at him right now, but he should definitely feel good about that one.
Righty delivers. No outs. Runner on second. And he hits a ground ball right side. They get the out on Soto.
Good late bite on that slider. Got the hitter out in front, rolled over on it. Exactly what he was supposed to do.
Doug Costa.
Here's a 1-1. Foul ball there. No score here, but a runner at third with one down. Not close with that one. And that's ball two. Swings and misses, struck him out. So now the Yankees cleanup hitter, Alec Burleson. 2 for 10 in the series. 1-1 now. And now the count 1-2 after the swing and the miss. Off the mark there. 2 balls, 2 strikes to count with 2 outs. Try to get him to chase on the changeup that time.
Well, they're really running up the pitch count in this first inning. Lots of confidence from this team that is perhaps the hottest in baseball right now.
So now 2 on and 2 outs. Here's Austin Riley. 2 for 8 in the series so far. The 1-1. Swings and misses at the pitch off the plate.
Well, lots of pitches thrown in this first inning. It's kind of that nightmare scenario for starting pitching. But you know what? It's still early enough. He can settle in. He can get some length if he just cleans up his mechanics a little bit.
He can't get there. It's a base hit. 1 run's in. Oh, caught up in a rundown now. The tag, and that's out number 3, inning over. We go to the bottom of the first, and here is David Perez. The pitch. And a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. So much more likely to get something you can handle. Nice job going the opposite way with it. Letting the ball travel.
Beats to second, out there. On to first, double play.
I think there's always something pretty about watching a 5-4-3 double play get turned. Just seeing the ball whipped around the diamond with quickness and accuracy, that was nice.
Hard hit, right side. Freeman tossed to first. Third out, and that ends the frame. New inning getting started. Brian Reynolds here.
The right fielder, number 31, Brian Reynolds.
Next pitch is inside, and it's 2-1. Now a high fly ball out to left center. Ewing sizing this one up. Tracks it down for the out. And there's one away. Here's Royce Lewis. Hitless in the series so far. He's 0 for 7.
He's a long hit.
Strike two.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
And that one hit 97 on the gun. At the plate, Jason Dominguez. That's inside. 2 balls and a strike. And he grounds one back up the middle. Dives, and he can't hang on. He doesn't have a throw, and they can't get the out. Here's Tyler Freeman to hit.
Tyler Freeman.
And the pitch. Little chopper rolls foul.
A couple sliders away, gets that hitter to really start looking and even leaning out over the plate. Very susceptible.
Runner on the go. Pitch is low. Safe at second with a stolen base. Dominguez at second with 2 down. Popped up first base side. Makes the catch in and goal. Bottom of the second. Now it'll be the cleanup hitter for the Royals, Elias McVale. Got him. 1 gone here. And here's the first baseman, Patrick Davis. Next one is off the plate. And that's ball 2. Good eye right there. The 3-1. That one out to right. And that'll get down for a hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Well, patience and discipline paid off right there as he got into an advantage count. With the way defenders track down balls these days, I mean, both from the infield and in the outfield, there really aren't a lot of base hits on balls hit like that. But there's always a little room back behind the first and second baseman to drop a lawn dart in there, and he found a way.
Tapped softly on the ground, and he grabs it foul. Righty to the plate.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
The middle, lays out, but he can't squeeze it to first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
Your attention,
Polo
please.
Peralta coming into the game now as the injury replacement.
Now
First and second, 1 out.
Number
Juan
17.
De Los Santos
Barcelona.
steps in for the Royals.
Peralta.
Next offering is downstairs.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone.
Nice grab.
Quick reactions down there at first, and those can be tougher than they look sometimes. There could be all kinds of weird spin or knuckling action on the baseball.
The 3-2 is off the outside edge, and that is ball 4. Here's the catcher, Jim Hoover. Skips in, and excellent work to corral that one. Could have been dangerous. Swings and misses. And the count is even, 2-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. 2-2 on the way. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
Look out. That ball was smoked. Man, I am so relieved that they have this netting down the lines. Just ensures safety for the fans.
And there's the 3rd out. That'll do it for the inning. Top half of the 3rd inning. Here's the Yankees leadoff hitter, number 12. The line of the pitch. There's a swing and a drive. That one carrying. And it hits the base of the wall. In safely with a double, his 2nd of the day. Juan Soto now. Rolled out to 2nd in his first at bat. And a 1-1. That one hooked foul. Chris, Juan Soto's one of the best young hitters we've seen come along in a long time. Of course, helped the Nationals to win the World Series in 2019, and he won the batting title with .351 in that short 2020 season. Fires over to first. They get the out on Soto.
Well, maybe approaching this at bat with a bit too much determination. Sometimes you just got to let the game come to you.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, I mean, his at-bats are so quality. We talk about professional hitter, professional at-bats. He gives those to you all the time. I just love his plate coverage. Not afraid to use the opposite field. And when you have a guy that can do that, he's going to hit a whole lot in terms of slug, average, on-base percentage as well.
And a pitch. This one kicks away a little as he can't squeeze it. So first and second with 2 outs. Down to third baseman Austin Riley. Singled and drove in a run his first time through. The 1-1. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. In the air, right side. McPhail has a beat on it. He's got it. And that is out number 3. Welcome back. Now it's the second baseman, David Perez.
The second baseman, David Perez.
Hammered, and this one could be extra bases. And that rolls into the corner. Now he'll turn it for second. Into second base. The tying run is on with a leadoff double.
Multi-hit game for him now, and with the lack of results he's been having lately, I'm sure he's feeling some relief. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
Now a check swing, but he held up.
Well, here's a good opportunity in this inning to get on the scoreboard after that leadoff hit, and hardly order coming up right behind him. This is where they need to get going.
Tries to get back and save.
That's a really nice play, ranging back into the outfield for that catch. We all know those could be a little tricky, especially if the wind's swirling around out there.
Next one misses, and the count 2-1. That one missed. The 3-1 in for a strike, full count. The 3-2 is off the outside edge, and that is ball 4.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
And time is called for a mound visit now. Big moment in this game, so they'll talk it over. Perez over at second. Manouche at first. 1 gone. Ground ball right side, could be 2. Freeman tossed to second. Double play. What a twin killing to end the inning. As we go to the top of the 4th, stepping in for the Yankees, Ryan Reynolds. It's a 1-2. Well struck, right field. That one back there. Out of here. Ryan Reynolds leaves the yard. Home run number 55 on the year. And they boost their lead. It's 2-0. And now it's going to be Bartolo Peralta. Popped up. And there's one down. And next for New York, Jason Dominguez. The 3-1.
Dominguez.
And there's ball 4.
Well, that's a really good take right there, and that's just mentally prepared, knowing that if it's not on a tee, you're going to take that pitch because you still have one more strike to work with. Not easy to lay off, but he did an excellent job in that plate appearance.
The 1-1 is fouled off.
So critical to keep an eye on the pitch count this time of the year. Guys can start to run on fumes a little bit. Mechanics can drop off, and we know they need him to be fresh and ready for big innings in October.
Ewing snags it for the second out.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Pitch misses. Now 2 balls and a strike.
Good speed on the base pass. He handles the bat very well. I wouldn't be surprised.
And there he goes. Pitch outside. Throw to second. Save. Laced down the line. This looks like extra bases. Dominguez rounds third, headed for the plate. He will score, and they're up by 3.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. He got a pitch he could get to out front, kept his bat through the ball, and didn't pull off or roll his hands over. And that allowed him to rip that ball down the line for the double.
Next offering is in for a strike. Left-hand batter waits. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. And they hold him at third. 90 feet away with 2 out.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not much. That was hit pretty hard through the infield, so I think he'll be happy with that swing. Definitely generated some good bat speed.
And now, Christopher DaCosta. Oh, right to the backstop. Nothing happening on the bases, though. On the ground to the left. They get the force. That's out number 3. Back here at Kauffman Stadium, ready to go. Bottom 4.
The
first baseman, Patrick Davis. Next offering, pop foul off to the right, out of play.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Boog, do you think you could draw a walk in the bigs if we gave you enough at bats?
Oh, that's a good question. I think that if they gave the pitcher a full scouting report on me, yes, I think I could draw a walk. Now time call. Pitching coach coming out for a meeting as 2 relievers continue to throw the bullpen. Kumar Rocker gets the ball now.
And as relievers go, he's not a big strikeout. He tries to force weak contact, so command and execution are huge for him.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
Not the easiest thing when you're talking about a guy that's, you know, perhaps is going to be in the rotation, or maybe a long relief guy, to not start an inning, to come into an inning with pressure on it and try to get yourself comfortable.
To third, not in time. And it's runners at the corners with 1 gone. So because of the injury, a replacement needed at third. And here's the pinch runner, Eric Gorzelski.
Now center fielder
Ewing steps in for the Royals. He reached on a walk his first time. Next pitch is outside. 2-1. And a strike.
Well, in this situation with a runner on first, less than 2 outs, some say, hey, get the ground ball, double play with 2 strikes. Some people say get the strikeout. I think you just execute your pitch, make the best pitch you possibly can, and let the result be whatever it's going to be. That was a good, hard fastball with some nice ride up in the zone right there. Hitter looked like he was on it, but I think that velocity at the end just beat him. Instead of a line drive or something hit deep, it's a pop-up and an easy out for the defense.
David Perez steps in for the Royals. Falling behind 2-1. Morales, the lead runner at second. Hoover at first. 2 out of the inning. Turned on, but foul wide of third. The 2-2 now. Popped up on the left side of the infield. And that is that. Now into the ball game on defense, Eric Gorzelski takes over as the new first baseman. Now here's the Yankees cleanup hitter, Alec Burleson. Ball to strike. Drilled to the air, right field, way back there, and that is out of here. His 44th home run of the season, and they tack on to their lead. It's 4-1. Here's the third baseman, Austin Riley. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit.
Two consecutive base hits for these guys here. Pitch was on the outside, didn't go the other way with it, but still a nice job of using the big part of the field to find a hole. No way he hits it that well if he hooks around the baseball.
Quick feed to second for one. Over to first, safe. So digging in, Bartolo Peralta. He popped out his first time.
Peralta.
Next pitch inside, and it's 2-1.
2-1.
Late that time, and it's strike 2.
They can live up in the zone all game if guys will chase it. That's just too much velocity. Hitter's got to look down in the zone.
Next pitch is popped up, and there's 2 down. Jason Dominguez stepping in now for the Yankees.
Jason Dominguez.
Here's a 1-1. And that one is inside.
He's been trying to tease the zone with that slider, but these hitters have showed patience, not going outside the strike zone.
Line drive. Diving. It gets down. Could be extra bases. Reynolds coming home. He'll score easily. It's 5-1.
Comes through with the RBI. Everything is mechanically sound with that swing right there. I mean, that's pretty much what you're wanting to replicate with every rep you take. Good balance, barrel directly to the baseball, and good long extension after contact out in front of home plate. Man, they're a lot.
That ends the inning, so we take a break. And welcome back. Here's Ryan Mountcastle.
The designated hitter, Ryan.
Line to the pitch.
Mountcastle.
And a good eye there.
Well, these Royals doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. One thing that really stands out to me is how they've only struck out 1 time. That's good discipline right there, and on top of it, they're producing more than a hit per inning.
Now it's filled up.
All those numbers mean this offense is really making the defense work by just putting the ball into play. Anything can happen at that point.
The kick, the 3-2. Got him looking. That's a strikeout. Derek Manu steps in for the Royals. He's 0 for 1. Next offering is in for a strike. Bounced up the middle. And it gets by him. And now, Elias McVale. Swings and misses. And the count 1-2. Fights it off. You'll see another. Manouche stands at first with 1 out. Pitch misses there. The count now 2-2. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Double play ball to second. Freeman whips it to first. And they got him. Eric Gorzelski steps in for the Royals. Came into the game as a pinch runner. This is his first trip to the plate in this one. Swing and a miss. 3-2 now. Foul tip into the mitt. Struck him out. Back here at the ballpark. All set for the top of the 6th. Here's the Yankees leadoff hitter, number 12.
The center fielder, number 12. Jackson.
Late with the swing there.
You know, these Yankees digging into their numbers have to be happy with the swings they're taking. Everything seems to be clicking, and the 6 extra base hits in the game kind of tells you everything you need to know. They're not getting fooled up there at all.
The wind of the pitch. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Couldn't catch up to the heater. Now it's Juan Soto. 1 for 3.
Soto.
Here's a high fly ball out to center. Ewing drifts towards it, makes the catch. 2 down. And now the catcher comes up to him. Christopher DeCosta.
Here
comes the pitch. Swung on, belted. That one's carrying. And one hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. And he's in at second with a 2-out double.
All over that one right there. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
And here is Alec Burleson. Swing, and he breaks his back. On to first. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. Back here in Kansas City, here's the left fielder, Angel Morales.
Angel Morales.
So they turn things over to the righty, number 29.
Well, he's a big-time strikeout guy out there. This season, averaging more than 1 per inning.
And a pitch. There's a strike. Fouls it off, still 1-2. And here it comes. Ground ball up the middle. Freeman on the run, sends it over to first. One away, bottom of the 6th.
Now
Next to hit, Juan De Los Santos. The next offering misses, and it's 2-1. In the air, right field. And it one-hops the wall. He's in at second with a 1-out double.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ballgame.
On the ground to third. Slings to first. Play is made, 2 out. And here's the catcher, Jim Hoover.
The catcher, Jim Hoover.
And on second, 2 down. That one down the line, and that's just foul. But that's a foul ball. And the right-hander deals. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. And down on strikes. That's the 3rd out. Welcome back. Down the third baseman, Austin Riley. High fly ball lifted in the air, right field. And a quick out, number 1. So up next, Ryan Reynolds. He's already homered in this game. The big lefty turns, kicks, deals. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming.
He was a little out front, but did a good job keeping the hands back long enough to foul that pitch off.
Ripped into right field, base hit.
Everything came together for him. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Reynolds, the base runner at first with 1 out. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Called strike 3 on the fastball, and that ran back over the inner half. Jason Dominguez stepping in now for the Yankees. Here's a 1-1. Fouled off left side. And a pitch. Fights that one away, still 1-2.
Hello.
And now the lefty makes the play, and it's out, number 3. Bottom of the 7th. Now here's the leadoff hitter for the Royals, David Perez. It's a 1-1. That one catches the corner for a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Lined in the left center, and that should be extra bases. Around first, heading for 2. And he's got his second double of the game. So, man aboard. So here's the Royals DH, Ryan Mountcastle. On the ground to third. Whips it across. And one away in the bottom of the seventh. And to the plate for Kansas City, Derek Manouche. And a 1-2. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. The pitch. And now it's even up.
2-2.
The other way. And that's a base hit. Into third now. So runners at the corners and one out. 2 on with 1 out. Elias McVale will hit next. Now time is called here. Pitching coach on his way out to the mound. 2 on, 1 out. And that'll load the bases.
He's making things difficult for himself right now out there on the mound, but you know his confidence should still be high enough to get out of this, but he's gonna have to buckle down right here.
Swing and a miss. Down the left field line, took the extra bases. 1 run across, now 2 runs score. McVale around third, cut off, now a throw home. It's off the mark and he scores. And they trail by 1. So up now for Kansas City, Angel Morales. They bring a young arm out of the bullpen in this spot, Felix Acevedo.
These are the spots where relievers really make a name for themselves, late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
1 out and a runner at second. Little trouble with this one behind the plate, and the runner stays where he is. And it's ball 4. He missed down low.
Second walk of the game for him, and he's been really patient at the plate. The game plan that he's sticking to, he's just not going outside of what he's looking for up there.
Big swing and a miss.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
Him out looking with the off-speed stuff. So first and second with 2 outs. Next up for the Royals, Billy Ewing. Swing and a miss as he was out front. Pitch misses inside, 2-2.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Got him swinging. New arm out of the bullpen, Mariano Garcia.
And this could be a pretty critical point in this game. They're hoping he's the guy to keep them within striking distance.
The 1-1. Swing, and that one hammered. Down the line. If it's fair, it's gone, and that is out of here. His 16th homer of the year, and they add to their lead. It's 6-4. So digging in, number 12. The 1-1. Swing and a pop-up. Foul and a play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. On the ground. And he'll just eat it. That's an infield single.
Up next to the Yankees.
And at first, here's Juan Soto.
Juan Soto.
Runner, yes. Runner on the go. And a foul ball. The pitch. Line and a base hit into right. Lead runner holds up. They're at first and second with nobody out.
Stringing them together, that's 3 hits in a row. Nice line drive to the full side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
And now here is Christopher DaCosta.
Part of the order coming through now, and with 1 home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
That one misses, and the count is 2-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Ground ball could be 2. Tags the runner. How about that double play? Alec Burleson stepping in down for the Yankees.
Alec Burleson.
Intentional walk here with 2 out. They set up a force at any base to end the inning.
Third baseman.
First and second, 2 down. Here's the third baseman, Austin Riley. In the dirt. Runners stay put, and the count moves to 2-1. Slow roller up the middle. Sends it to first, and that is that. Back here at Kauffman Stadium, bottom of the 8th. Here's the catcher, Jim Hoover. Out of the bullpen for the Yankees, Steve Escobedo.
Not having a lot of success against right-handed hitters. They've been hitting them around, so this next matchup might be tough for him.
The pitch. And that's in for a strike. He goes down looking. Back to the top of the lineup. Here's the second baseman, David Perez. The next pitch misses. 2-1. Swings through that one out in front that time. Ripped on a line to center. Calls it in, and there's 2 away.
As good as he's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand, he did not hang a breaking ball right there. Lucky it stayed in the ballpark.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air, shallow left field. Snags it on the run, and that ends the inning. So the Royals bring on a new arm, Rick Nesbitt.
And he's been hit pretty hard at times this year, so he's looking for better. Right now, giving up more than a hit per inning.
And now 2-1. Good eye in that spot.
This is a really good feeling for a hitter at this point in the ball game. You know that they don't want to walk you, so you're.
This one blasted the other way, down the line, and it's a foul ball. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Back up the middle and a base hit. So man aboard. Now it's going to be Bartolo Peralta, right-handed reliever. That one the other way, and no one can get there. Reynolds rounds second on his way to third. The run scores from first, extending their lead. It's 7-4.
Picks himself up an RBI. Came screaming off the bat. I'm sure exit velocity's off the charts. No doubt he squared that baseball up perfectly. So there was no fluke to
that smash towards center. Can't get there, and now maybe extra bases. Runner from third comes across, and they're up by 4. Pulls into second. That's an RBI double.
Seeing some good swings from him right now with consecutive extra base hits. Off the bat, that one registered at 105 miles per hour, man. That is smoking. And these days, you hear it all the time, but the numbers just don't lie. You can drive a ball like that. More often than not, you're picking up a knock.
Rufus Navarro gets the call from the pen. He last pitched 2 days ago. Puts it away for the out. So the batting order turns over. Next to hit, number 12. And it's second. This one in the air right field. And that'll fall for a base hit. Here's the throw to the plate. The run comes in from second. It's now 9-4.
Now that designated
Juan Soto stepping in now for the Yankees. Now snap throw to first. Back in there standing. Still only one out here in the inning. On the ground to first. Could be two. Gorzelski to second. Back to first for two, and that'll do it. All set for the bottom of the ninth. Play for Kansas City. Garrett Manouche. Pitching change here. Claudio Pena.
And he's done a great job keeping the ball in the park this year.
Number 30.
The numbers stack up with some of the best in the game.
Lined, and that's a base hit.
Oh, this has been a really nice game at the plate for him. He looks locked in. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field.
Just missed. Next offering finds the zone, and the count is full. Jose Hernandez into the game.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well. Pretty good spot on the outside, but just couldn't quite keep the zone. It's a stone-cold take.
And he deals. And that one is in for a strike. Cracks his bat, pops him off. Burleson. He comes home with it. To first, safe there. So no double play, but they cut down the run at home. So up now for Kansas City. Juan De Los Santos. Lefty ready, and a 1-1. That's outside.
This is a situation where the hitter is looking for something up in the zone that he can get his arms extended.
Up the middle. That's a base hit as a run scores. Throw into third, and he's out. But they do get a run. Billy Ewing now at the plate. Now they turn to Alex Reyes.
Outstanding year for him out of the pen in terms of locking up wins for this ball club. A chance right here for his 45th save of the season.
Close, but call the ball. Ball two. De Los Santos off the first with two away. Fouls one off. 2-2. And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game.
You don't reach 45 saves in a season by wasting opportunities. This guy's been taking advantage of these moments all year, and you saw it happen again in this one.
9-6 the final in this one. And the road team picks up the win and picks up a sweep. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.
Circus in town, method bringing them rubbers. It's me versus these clowns, straight up Ringling brothers. My team holding it down, straight up bringing them butters. When I rain blowing them clouds, better bring them umbrellas. Brand new Margielas, my shoes is French and vanilla. She trying to trick a fella, I pick up my pen and tell her. Nobody do it better like DOC with the letters.
Our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Yankees, 9 runs on 19 hits. No errors, they left 13 men on base. For Kansas City, 6 runs on 12 hits. No errors, they left 12 men on base. Time of the ball game, 4 hours and 17 minutes. Our paid attendance at Kauffman Stadium this afternoon, 37,903. The Royals thank you for attending and remind you to buckle up and drive home safely.
shorty, I ain't made. I don't need a conversation. Let me get paid. You could get a flick in a jiffy. Johnny Quick is my nickname. And I'm gone with your leave a. Yeah, my name, doing big things.